had a little bit of success just getting in front of people on open houses.
So we're inside the property. We have 2 other houses to look at today.
My client wanted to live in here. She had made 2 offers, none of them were accepted.
Just got to get the house ready. Want it to be as bright as possible in here. So open up all the shutters, get the lights on, and we got about 5 minutes to get this done before the buyer arrives. Come on. There we go. Get with me. So now we're going to go outside, make sure everything looks good in the backyard. Ah, man. So a little bit of a hiccup here. If I'm buying a $1.2 million house, I want this thing to look perfect. So this pool's got to get cleaned. We got issues here. They've taken everything out of the house. There's no skimmer here. So I'm gonna have to run down to my house and grab my skimmer and get this pool cleaned up in about 3 minutes. Benefits to selling real estate in your neighborhood is you can fix these last minute hiccups. Not normal practice for a seller's agent to be at the walkthrough. I want to be there. I want to make sure everything goes smoothly so we can close it out tomorrow. The key is to lock the front door so the buyers don't come in while I'm cleaning the pool. In a few minutes, the buyer's gonna be here. The sellers actually left town about a week ago. They are in Mexico on vacation. So they left the house to me. Unfortunately, they canceled the pool service. So I am just trying to make this look halfway decent. So when the buyer comes in, we have a nice looking backyard and a clean pool.
Hi, my name is Salvatore Zizzo. I'm a new agent of Huntington & Ellis. So I was a professional soccer player for 12 years out of college. Really enjoyed it. I also invested in real estate starting in 2012. It really started to pique my interest and was able to get some investment properties in San Diego, some multifamily units, and instantly fell in love with the investment vehicle behind it. And when I was looking to get into a new profession after my career, I had some advice from a couple people. One of their advice was, what do you find yourself doing? Wasting your time doing. And one of them was constantly just going online and just checking out houses. So it kind of sparked my interest to possibly get into real estate.
Our newest hire, Sal Zizzo, he's a unique hire for H&E. We typically don't hire brand new agents. We want to be known as the best of the best, the ones with the most experience. He has a professional soccer career background. So the one thing I know is that he understands dedication, hard work, and commitment. And I think Sal has everything it takes to do well in this business.
Turtle. These ones are chocolate chip. So yeah, you should have one. All right, now we wait.
I don't think it's a waste of time necessarily, because sometimes when you're just getting started, like on a Friday afternoon, you made all the calls that you can make, and you start to sit around and you think, what else I can do. So I figured, gotten in front of people, and then some things have come from it and made good contacts, and people are moving in the future. So it's kind of a good thing to get started for sure.
Yeah, I like this area. Probably wasn't much when you moved over here, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot different.
Have a cookie and water if you want.
My name is DeAndrea Stansberry. I am with the V.S. Sullivan Group here at Huntington and Ellis. I have a couple of new clients that I have appointments with for rent by owners. You never know what can come out of that, but I'm kind of excited to see if maybe I can help them sell a property that they may want to get out of, or even invest in another one. Another buyer that I have coming up this week is someone who is anxious to get into a house. Just got a chance to see a new house that just came on the market 3 days ago. Took my buyer in there. We have 21 days to get him to a house because his home is closing in just a few weeks. This house offered a lot of potential, a lot of things that were really, really good and positive. New floors are needed on the carpet upstairs. There's some paint that needs to be done, and they had a dog that kind of ate into some things of the house. So he's got some things to consider.
So now we're just looking at aesthetics on whether or not this is going to be the one. They're asking the 200, but again, we can always start somewhere. But how much negotiation or how much they're willing to go because we're 3 days in,
Of course.
is obviously up in the air.
Yeah.
But I say it's always worth a shot.
Paint and putting grass in the back is really.
Those are the only two things.
So tell me about this. Are you okay with the way the street lays out as far as parking and guests and visitors? You do have a half of a driveway.
How long has it been on the market?
21 days.
They had a price reduction, right?
Price reduction.
So what's going on, everybody? And we are at my house checking in on the progress of the remodel. As you can see, kitchen is getting there. We're just about done. Just have a few finishing touches left to do with the backsplash and some cleanup and stuff like that. At this point in the project, we're about 2 weeks into it and just over $10,000 or so. What is left to do downstairs is basically just the flooring. So that should get done hopefully in the next few days, and then they will be completely done with the downstairs portion of the house except for the painting. So again, like I said, we're a little over $10,000 into this, about 2 weeks. As we're living in the house, it's definitely a bit of a struggle as we deal with the remodel as well as living here. But again, in the end, it's gonna be well worth it because we're gonna live in a beautifully updated house, and the value of what we're doing to the property, we are going to get our return on and then some.
Hi, this is Lauren Tefft with Huntington and Ellis Real Estate, and we're currently at my listing at 5591 Orchard Lane. A little bit about this transaction. I received the seller's information from a dear friend. She's a fellow artist, so we got along right away. And it's been quite a journey. So to give you a little bit of feedback, we had a number of repairs that we needed to handle, but the main issue was the HVAC system. It was in currently working condition, but it wasn't powering to really make the unit itself to be nice, cool, and comfortable. So I talked to my seller, and after going back and forth, we came to the conclusion that we were gonna buy a brand new HVAC system. So we're inside the property. One thing that my seller did, we did add a GFI in the kitchen because the electrical wasn't really up to code. We did fix the plumbing in the master bathroom. It was actually reversed, which was kind of unique. It is an older home, so we brought that up to code as well for the buyer, which is exciting, and she was happy about it. And then this is kind of where things went wrong. If you notice, that little square, that was all came down when the new AC unit was put in. Also, when they had to install the HVAC system, it's in the attic, which is kind of unique as in itself, but they had to rip out this entire area and then repatch it and make it look brand new, which was stressful, but we made it happen. After all the trials and tribulations, today is closing day. We made it. My seller is now on her way to LA. She's happy, she's excited, and the buyer has a beautiful home to come and make hers.
So my client, the one that needed 21 days, we have 21 days to try to get him in because he closes escrow this month in his current home. He needed a place to stay. We did finally get into contract with house number 2. That house really offered everything they needed to be able to move forward. And after negotiations, 3 days worth of negotiations, we were able to get in a contract come this week. Just finished inspection and it looks like the house is in a great condition. So just looking forward to moving on to getting this house closed on the 26th of August so that he can just move into this new house without any more hangups and hiccups. So excited about it.
One of my specialties is when I'm working with buyers, I like to go out and find them the house that's not currently listed. This is a community, it's the Bridgeport community right off at 215 in Tropicana. My client wanted to live in here. She had made 2 offers, none of them were accepted. So I went that weekend and contacted sellers in the neighborhood, found a seller who would accept an offer, and next week we are closing on this house.
Yeah, look at my guinea pigs.
Yeah, me the guinea pigs, yes.
I gotta change your page, but then I got another one in there. I have cannoli and meatballs in the house.
Oh, see, I didn't have one lasagna. You could have
I know.
lasagna.
I know. And all my animals get along. Hi, my name is Suzanne Naki, and I met Scott, my real estate agent. I was actually looking to downsize. However, I did decide that maybe I wanted something a little better, or bigger, I should say. So he found a 3-bedroom for me that wasn't even on the market yet. Simultaneously, he actually found a buyer for my home, which was pretty close by to where I am now, and then got this other townhome for me, and the whole deal was short and sweet and really quick.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
You know?
Yeah, all this privacy compared to the other ones we looked at, too. Yeah, this is a lot of privacy.
Yeah. Oh, and before I forget, this is for Ronnie for school.
Oh, thank you.
I stuffed this with some like school goodies.
Oh, okay.
And then I have paper and notebooks and composition.
Oh, tremendous. She'll love it because she was just, yesterday she was talking to me and she said, I've got to get into school mode now. I've got to start thinking
It's so important to be able to work with an agent that is able to work with what is necessary, and that means we had 3 additional days of negotiating to even get this contract going, have lending on the back end that was able to get the whole transaction underway and to get it closed. Title company worked together. But when you have a valuable agent that has all of those pieces in place that can help you navigate the process of buying your home, that's when we can meet your deadlines. So it is a pleasure, it's a privilege to do what I do every single day, because I know the service and value that I give to my clients, they're gonna go and they're gonna tell others. Customer service is number 1, and that's what we're about.
So right now what we're gonna do on our walkthrough is we're gonna turn everything on and make sure it's working. And, oh, don't touch it.
I sold them a house 9 years ago, and today they're purchasing, and we're here for a home inspection.
And there was a pretty long laundry list of items that needed to be repaired, nothing major.
So today we actually got a potential listing on a huge house in the historic downtown area. in the hundreds